out here pumping at Pepperidge Farm. Pepperidge Farm remembers. This is my third day by myself. I didn't really do a lot of training because obviously I did this at Food Liner. Last week I only worked 4 days because I came back in from Los Angeles. I was coming back on Monday and I started here on that Tuesday, which was the first. Tuesday and Wednesday I just did a bunch of videos and paperwork, stuff like that. And then Thursday and Friday I went out with other drivers. The first day was pretty light. We went and we pumped some medical grade plastic out of a rail car, which that's a completely different thing. They'll have to train me on that because I did not know what the hell I was doing with that. So I'll need training for that eventually. Other than that, we just went to, bakeries like Pepperidge Farm and another spot where they make like tortillas and just pumped out the flour. And they just wanted to make sure I remembered what I was doing, and I did. It came right back to me. I didn't miss a beat. So after only 2 days training, they turned me loose and sent me out on my own, and it's been a cakewalk. Except this Pepperidge Farm it's like an hour and 20 minutes away from the yard. So it's a drive to get here through the mountains up north. I'm almost in Idaho right now. Idaho is probably 10-20 minutes away. The pumping here takes like 2.5 hours as opposed to like usually 1 hour, because you can only keep 8 pounds of pressure. And if you've ever done pneumatic tanker stuff, 8 pounds is not a lot. So it's slow. And the last 2 days I did 2 loads to here, and that's about 12 hours. First day was about 14 hours though. Actually, it was 14. I finished my day with 1 minute left on my clock. Because I came in, I got assigned my truck and had to get my stuff in there, get signed into all their systems, and make sure everything's good to go, and I had all my equipment and all that stuff. It just took forever. And they sent a guy out with me for my first load just to make sure I didn't screw anything up. And I didn't. I'm good. I'm good like that. So I do have my own truck here. I got a sleeper truck. It's a Peterbilt 579. It's the first Peterbilt I've ever had. I'm warming up to it. It's all right. It's a PACCAR engine, and I'm not a huge fan of PACCAR. Same thing with the Kenworth. It just kind of got on my nerves. But anyway, it's a truck, and it's a sleeper truck. Because they, opposed to the just like local stuff, they send us out. Sometimes we've got a Phoenix terminal. And there's places we go in Bend, Oregon, and LA, Calexico. Like, those are all overnight trips, and sometimes they might have to send me there. So a sleeper truck's better than looking for a hotel room. Get it out, boy. But yeah. Have I really only been talking for 3 minutes? Feels like I've been talking longer. But yeah, it's been pretty good. I'm glad to be back doing this stuff. It's a cakewalk job. I like it. The hardest part is getting loaded and driving, and that's not hard. So cool. What else is new? I've been trying to get my Utah license. I still have a Pennsylvania license. I've been trying to get my Utah license. And I went in there. I had like 7 kinds of identification, and they're like, you need a birth certificate. Well, I am 37 years old, and I have not seen my birth certificate ever. I don't remember ever seeing it. The last time I had it was probably when I got a CDL or something. I don't know. But it's weird because I have hazmat on my CDL from Pennsylvania. Like, what? I had to have the FBI run my prints to get that. Like, why do I need to show you a birth certificate? Obviously, I'm real. I have a national level security clearance to haul explosives, and you can't give me a license that just says Utah on it because I don't have my birth certificate. Anyway, I had to go online and order a new one from North Carolina, and that might take 6 months to get here. So who knows when I'll get my Utah license. That actually barred me from working at another job that I was applying for. It was more bulk tanker work. There's a place called Step Saver, and they hauled salt to like the resorts and hotels and casinos in Las Vegas. And my job was just going to be Vegas and back, and then off on the weekends. And I kind of wanted that one. That's the job I wanted more, but they needed me to have a Utah license, and I was like, I don't have one. It might take months to get one. And the guy kind of ghosted me. He didn't talk to me anymore. So I took the job here, which pays the same, but I'll possibly be working 6 days a week, but I'm home every day, so it's trade-offs, right? But I had this job, and I'm out here on like my second week of work here. And I get a text from Step Saver like, hey, you still want to work for us? We hired another guy, but it didn't work out because he had too many issues. You know, we'll still take you in. You don't even need your Utah license yet. And I'm like, this is the stuff you should have told me a month ago. That would have been great. I'd have been working. But now, I'm not going to leave FXI because it's actually pretty great here. You know, the Vegas one would have been cool, but I don't know. Maybe I would have gotten tired of that. I have no idea. It's the same work. It's bulk tanker work. Who cares? It's the same work either way, and it pays the same. So I'm cool with it. So my first novel has been published for a couple months now. It's gotten really good reviews. Actually, very, very good reviews, and I'm trying to figure out ways to market it so I can sell more, but I'm not that worried about selling a lot of books. I just kind of want to get my name out there. And just yesterday, I started writing the second book. And this one's a little hard because it's set in Los Angeles, which is part of why I went to LA a couple weekends ago. And I'll probably make another couple of trips there, especially if I can get this company to send me there, because they do have loads to go there. I'm like, hey, send me to LA sometimes. You know, I need to go there because my next book is set in Los Angeles, and I need to get the vibe of LA in my head, you know, and keep that going. And see, this one's tough. This was a little harder because the last one was science fiction, cyberpunk action shit that I've been into for years. This one, next one is going to be an occult, witchy, horror kind of deal. And it's also, the main character is like a early 20s girl, and I'm not that. So I was having my girlfriend read. I was like, does this sound natural? And she's like, the problem is I know you, I know how you talk, and I know how you say things, and I'm reading it in your voice instead of the girl's voice. And it was like, this is why it's weird to me. So I can have her read it, but I'm probably gonna have to write a lot more and then find some beta readers to make sure I'm on the right track, which is what I did last time, and it worked out pretty well. But yeah, I started writing my second book, and it's the beginning of a trilogy. I'm gonna be writing books the rest of my life. Honestly, I like doing it. It's fun. That's just it. This is the update. You know, I'll do some videos on stuff. Like, probably I was thinking about doing one on my food service experience, because a lot of y'all asked. Like, I did go back and delete a lot of videos, but I deleted them because I kind of wanted to clean the channel up a little bit, because it seemed like my videos were kind of all over the place sometimes, and I just wanted to have a more consistent look for things, if that makes sense. Even though they did cost me money, I was making like a couple of $100 passive income each month from YouTube, and I deleted those, and I was like, well, I'm gonna lose that money, but I'll build it back up, and it'll be better. That's like I said, eventually this is gonna be less of a trucking channel, where I'll still talk about, you know, trucking, but it's lifestyle stuff. Whereas like I go out hiking or camping and stuff like that, and I'll just put videos on here about that. So trucking and the way I live my life in Utah. What's up, Brad? I'm not eating today. I'm thinking about, I do a lot of cooking. I've mentioned that before. If I get off early enough, I'm gonna run to the grocery store and get some salmon and some other stuff, some slaw. I need some slaw. I want to make a salmon patty burger. Sandwich, whatever you want to call it. I've never made one of those. I do love salmon patties. I've never made them, but my grandma used to make them when I was growing up, and I love them to death. But I can make a sandwich out of that. And it sounds like it's pretty good. Yep. I'm gonna make one of those. Take one down to my girlfriend. Feed her too. I gotta sneeze. Hey. Hey. There's a flower in the air. There's one thing here. I don't know if you can see how the mountain back there, how like it's kind of hazy. That's not because it's far away. It's just because we're down here in a valley, pretty much all the way from Idaho straight down I-15 through Salt Lake City down into Spanish Fork. Into Spanish Fork, which is a long stretch of highway and city. It's all a valley, and with all the traffic that's there, because it's the most populated area here, with all the traffic there, when a storm rolls through, it has this pressure and atmospheric pressure or something like that that just kind of hangs over the top of the valley, and it keeps all the pollution in the valley. So there's days where you're in Salt Lake City and you can't even see the mountains in the city, which is insane because they're right the hell there. And that's called inversion. And I didn't know about that. I did know about that before I came here. And now it was a problem. So the air quality here kind of sucks some days. And today it sucks. And it gives me, like, I have like pollen allergies. So I also get a little bit of a cough from that. But there's literally signs that say don't go outside, drive less. And I'm out here doing this. I don't know, if I get cancer, maybe I can. If I get cancer, maybe I can sue God. I'm gonna sue God. You did this. Also, the Great Salt Lake is apparently drying up. Not this year. We had a lot of rain and snow, so it's fine. But it's eventually going to dry up, and it's going to poison everybody with arson. So that's the thing. Even with those two things, this is still the coolest place I think you could possibly live. I do like Los Angeles. I was down there, went there the weekend. I do still love Los Angeles. It has been my favorite city for a long time. But that kind of solidified the fact that I don't think I would ever live there. I do like it. I would not live there because Utah or Salt Lake City is honestly a much nicer version of Los Angeles without the palm trees and the beach. That's the only thing it's missing. Other than that, it's kind of the same damn thing. Yeah, you got the Mormons. Everybody thinks the Mormons are all, or Utah in general is just like this held back state. It's not. It's freaking great. I actually really like it. I talk about this almost every video. This place is awesome. Everywhere you go is mountains. And I love mountains. I'll figure out what I'm going to do this weekend. Probably a movie. The A24 movie with the scary hand. I'm going to go see that. Or paddleboarding while it's still warm. One of those. Find some paddleboard. Take my bag on. I don't know. I'm done. That's the update. I kept talking longer than I should have. Anyway, that's the update. I hope y'all have a good one. I'm almost done here, so I gotta get back, find me some lunch. Have a good one.